All right, so we're diving deep into idioms today.
Yeah, idioms.
And I think we all know what they are, right? Like kick the bucket, spill the beans.
Right.
What-
We use them all the time.
Yeah. But actually using them like in a sentence, like
Yeah. That's the hard part.
it's tough. And I remember this one time I was trying to tell someone I really like their shoes, and I was like, those are killer shoes.
Oh.
And they did not take it the way I meant it.
No, no.
That's the thing about idioms, right? They have this like hidden meaning
They do.
that you wouldn't necessarily know unless you grew up with them.
Exactly.
So for anyone learning English, it's a whole other level.
It really is.
It's like you're cracking the code.
Cracking the code. Yeah, exactly.
To this secret language.
And once you get it,
Yeah.
then you really start to
Sound like...
sound like a native speaker.
Yeah, you sound so natural.
Absolutely.
So let's break down some of these idioms.
All right, let's do it.
See, I did it there.
You did. You used an idiom. So the first one we have here is break the ice.
Okay, break the ice.
And our source here is talking about it in the context of like a party.
Right, so imagine you're at a party, you don't really know anyone.
It's awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward, you're kind of just standing there.
What do you even talk about?
Exactly, so you need to break the ice.
Okay, so where does that come from? Like literally break the ice.
Well, think about it, like centuries ago, frozen lakes, you need to get boats through, right?
Oh.
You'd have to literally break the ice
Okay.
to clear a path.
It's making a path for conversation.
Right, creating that opening so you can actually, have a conversation.
So it's not just for parties though, right?
Absolutely not.
Like first day at a new job,
Totally.
meeting your in-laws.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you're like,
Like a first date,
yeah, first date,
meeting new people. It's all about
breaking the ice.
breaking the ice, right?
Yeah, and I guess there's like different ways to do it.
Oh, tons of ways. You could tell a joke,
You could.
ask a question.
A compliment like I tried to do.
Right.
Maybe not about someone's killer, anything. but-
Maybe keep it a little lighter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have hit the nail on the head.
Ooh, I like this one.
So this one,
It's very visual.
it is visual, right?
Like you can almost picture it.
Like a hammer and
Yeah, like a carpenter.
a nail.
Getting it perfect, right in the center.
So you're saying like when someone says hit the nail on the head,
Mhm.
it means
They got it exactly right.
like perfectly.
Perfectly right. Yeah,
Like if I gave a presentation
yeah.
and you were like, wow, you hit the nail on the head.
Exactly. Like you were spot on with your analysis.
So it's always a good thing. Like you hit the nail on the head, you're always right.
Not necessarily, no.
Really?
It can be, it's about accuracy.
So it could be a negative thing.
Well, not negative, but like, if someone's giving a critique
Oh,
and they perfectly pinpoint the problem,
gotcha.
they hit the nail on the head.
So it's neutral.
It is.
It's just about being precise.
precision. That's the key.
Okay, interesting. All right, last idiom we have here is piece of cake.
Ah, piece of cake. One of my favorites.
And the example they use here is like if you ace an exam,
Right. Like you studied hard, but then the exam itself,
it was a piece of cake.
piece of cake, no problem.
So it's about something being easy.
Exactly. It highlights that lack of effort.
But does it have to be like a task? Like could I say like, oh, navigating that new city was a piece of cake?
Absolutely. It can be a task, a situation.
Even a relationship.
Sure. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that relationship, piece of cake, no drama.
So it's really emphasizing that like you smooth sailing.
Yeah. No hiccups, no problems.
Easy peasy.
Exactly. And I think it's interesting how this idiom, reflects this idea of making things look effortless.
Yeah, like even if it wasn't easy.
Exactly. Like you said, you might have spent hours studying for that exam,
Totally. Or like weeks planning that trip.
but you still want to say piece of cake.
Like, yeah, no big deal.
Right. It's like a cultural thing almost.
So we've broken the ice, hit the nail on the head, and had a piece of cake while doing it.
We have. Look at us go.
But I think the cool thing about idioms is that they really do tell us something about a culture.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about the words themselves.
No, it's like there are these little clues
They are.
into how people think, what they value, their sense of humor.
So like, piece of cake. Maybe it says something about like Americans and like,
Efficiency, maybe?
yeah, or like not wanting to seem like,
Like you're strong.
yeah, like you've got to make it look easy.
Right, and every culture has these little quirks embedded in their idioms.
That's fascinating.
It is. It really is.
So listeners out there, if you're learning English,
Don't be afraid to try these idioms out.
yeah, play around with them.
Use them in conversations and see
Right.
what happens.
You might be surprised at how much
They enrich your language
they really do.
and how much you learn about the culture behind them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for a deep dive into idioms.
Until next time.
Bye. Bye.